Hey,
How are you?
I am well. How are you, ladies?
We are
Excellent.
wonderful.
Working on arrangements in the studio.
I feel it. Keep that hustle going. Are you guys still quarantining?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we are. We have not left the house in 4 months.
Well, we have a little bit
A
to
little
like go to the
bit,
store and like other stuff like that.
but yeah.
Yeah, you got to go to the store sometimes. Well, congratulations on your new album, Ungodly Hour.
Thank
I
you.
really enjoy it. I have so many friends who've been saying they've enjoyed the album. So
Oh, yay.
congratulations on that. How has the process been in completing the album and promoting it during a pandemic compared to all the other albums that you guys have put out as well?
Oh, it's actually been kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we're really pushing our creative barriers and like seeing like what else we can do. And we have a really great creative team. This guy named Andrew McCatsy, he's been helping our visions come to life and like making it fun. And I'm grateful we have the space where we could kind of do performances around our home.
Yeah.
So, and we moved like a year ago and we were in a much smaller house. So I don't think we would have been able to do it at that one. So it's been pretty fun being creative and pushing those boundaries and, you know, just growing.
Absolutely. I really loved y'all's performance on the Today Show at your house. It was really, really dope. It was well done, ladies.
Thank you.
So for people in here who may not know, they should know, but Beyonce discovered you, well, rediscovered you all because you all knew her from back in the day, and then she rediscovered you all on YouTube and then signed you all to Parkwood Entertainment. What's some of the best advice that Beyonce has given you all?
Wow. Well, what we love about Beyonce is that she has always allowed us to kind of thrive on our own and find our own selves and our own artistry without the pressure of living up to her legacy. She has let us kind of fly on our own. And of course, being so inspired by her ever since we were little girls, all we want to do is live up to that legacy, but she's really made it a beautiful thing. And teaching us to own who we are and be completely ourselves, and that if the world doesn't accept that at first, then keep going, just keep doing you, keep being yourself, and one day they'll catch on. And so for this album, I feel like some people are catching on. I'm really excited about it. So
Yeah.
I think that would be the best piece of advice that she's given us, just to stay true to ourselves.
Absolutely. I know that you all pushed back your album initially because of everything that was going on with the Black Lives Matter movement. What are your thoughts around everything that's going on? Because it's very historic times that we're seeing right now. And everything that's going on with the movement and the discussions that are happening around like defunding the police and just changing the system overall. Like, what are your thoughts around that?
Yeah, so, you know, it's always been heartbreaking for us witnessing this really all of our lives as young Black women. You know, this isn't anything new, which is very sad, honestly, but I'm happy that the world is now finally noticing and paying attention and trying to change it. I'm feeling hopeful right now because we're not taking no for an answer this generation. So, you know, I'm hopeful to see when my kids grow up in this world, and we'll just see what happens. And we're just going to keep pushing forward, keep our heads up, keep fighting, not letting them silence us. And yeah.
Absolutely. What are a couple of y'all's favorite tracks on the album Ungodly Hour?
Oh my goodness. I love all of the songs because they're all like our babies.
Yeah.
But I would say Wonder What She Thinks of Me is one of my favorites, as well as Forgive Me and Busy Boy.
Busy Boy is one of my favorites too.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what kind of mood I'm in today. I think I'm in an Ungodly Hour mood today, or tipsy.
I know Tipsy has gotten a lot of good commentary from that as well. I think Tipsy, of course, Do It, which everybody's loving right now. Ungodly Hour, and Busy Boy. Those are my favorites.
Yay.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So I really love you guys on the show Grownish.
Thank you.
And I know they kind of cover some of the tough topics like systemic racism, and even the relationships between Black people and the police. Will there be a season 4 of Grownish, and will you all be on that season?
There'll definitely be a season 4, and we'll just have to see what happens.
Okay. I'm not
Yeah.
mad at that. I'm not mad at that. So speaking of Grownish, you guys are very much grown on this album. You are letting people know that you're grown. Like some of the tweets that I saw was like, "Oh, Chloe and Halle are cussing on this album," and I think
I don't think so.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
girls.
sorry about that. So some people were very surprised that you guys were actually cussing on the album. um, there are rumors around Busy Boy and it being around Diggy Simmons. Is that true? Are any of those rumors true? Did you guys previously date, Chloe?
What I love about creating music is that we can kind of just put our experiences in the music, and that's how we share our personal life. And it's fun because that's how our fans can kind of see what we've been dealing with. But yeah.
I feel it. I feel it. So are you guys both single? Because you guys are talking about boys on the album. Like, is
Yeah,
that
single. Yeah.
both single? Okay. So what was some of the, I can, if you guys don't mind telling us, like, what were some of the things that you all experienced when you were dating or in relationships in the past that kind of inspired some of the music on this album?
Yeah, well, a lot of the themes are about, well, half of them are about being in love and being happy with that, and then half of them are about what happens after the love and if, after your heart is broken and kind of the reaction to that. So definitely some of our experiences were um, inspired uh, by what had happened to us. So, talking about if you break my heart, I will do this to you, just letting you know. Talking about the themes in Lonely as well, where learning to be okay with being by yourself and knowing that it's okay to just love yourself and all of you. Don't make it harder on me, dealing with the tug of war of going between somebody who used to have your heart but did not treat you right in that moment, and learning if you want to give them another chance. Those are all real things that have been happening to us, and that is why we decided to put it in the album, and what's so exciting about hearing the songs over and over again and singing them at the top of our lungs, because that's how we really feel.
Right, right. Definitely going through some of those growing pains. So that's really, really dope that you all are being transparent through your music and sharing some of those experiences, because we as fans know that you guys are like truly growing up. So
Yeah.
that's
Thank
really
you.
dope. So Ariel, a lot of us Black girls were super excited when we found out that you were going to be playing Ariel in the live action version of The Little Mermaid. Did you all have a chance to start production on that movie before the pandemic?
Yes, I was actually living in London at the beginning of this year. My whole family and I, we all went to London. Chloe was there with me for about a month. And it was so exciting, 3 months of rehearsals. And then right before we started filming, of course, everybody, the world kind of got on pause. So we're all just waiting until everything calms down. And then I'm so excited to go back. And what's really cool is that Chloe finished an amazing movie in November called The Georgetown Project with Russell
Hey.
Crowe. And that's so exciting because it's a horror film and I'm so excited to watch it. But I remember visiting her on set in November, like right before we were leaving for London, and she did so amazing. So it's exciting.
Okay, so you guys both have movies that are coming out. Like, when can we expect Little Mermaid, and when can we expect your movie, Chloe?
I think we'll just have to see what the future holds. Like during this quarantine and this whole pandemic, we're learning that it's okay to not have everything planned out and to just keep your head down and keep working and go with the flow. And that's exactly what happened with this album too. Like we finished it in November and it's just now out. And so we truly believe in God's timing is better than our timing could ever be. And so we'll
Right.
just see what else happens.
Right. Okay. Well, that's what's up. I mean, like you guys said, the everything's on pause right now because of the pandemic. I'm assuming that there's no official dates of a tour or anything like that. You guys are kind of having to play that by ear as well.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, what's been so fun is actually being able to kind of travel from our home. I mean,
Yeah.
even with you doing this with you right now, it's so cool because we're in two different places, but you kind of get to reach people. So that's been really fun doing our live performances from home. And of course, once everything opens back up, we cannot wait to go out there and perform this album live. I've heard people are gonna do like drive-in concerts. I'm like,
Yeah.
I will be the first one to be on the stage performing the drive-in concerts because we really want to perform this album live.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely understand that. Well, I hope that I'm able to be there. If you guys do tour the album, even if it's next year, I will be buying my ticket, okay?
Thank you.
Well, I'm excited for everything that you all have going on. I know the both of you will continue to grow and shine brighter, and I'm so excited for your future successes.
Thank
Thank you
you.
all. Absolutely. And thank you all so much for joining us on 95.7 Jams page right here. Getting a chance to kick it with y'all. So thank you again. I really look
Thank you
forward to
so
seeing you all.
much. Have a great
Absolutely.
day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.